What's up you guys, it's me Luke and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I post commentary, critique, and reaction videos on basically anything on the internet that interests me. So if that interests you, then be sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn on the post notifications bell so that you never miss another upload from me. So there's quite a widespread problem on TikTok where people are making fun of people with mental illnesses, or people are making fun of people making fun of people with mental illnesses. It's a big mess and something that I feel like I really need to address here on my platform. Being someone that suffers from a mental disorder myself, I suffer from bipolar. If you don't know, I've already made a video talking about my struggles with the disorder titled Life After the Psych Ward, What's Next, where I speak about why I left YouTube, which is mainly due to my mental health, and why I've come back. So if that video seems interesting to you, which it's very personal to me and I love it, so go check it out, the link's in the description. But the mistreatment of the sensitive topic that is mental illnesses has always been something that has bothered me. In my early days of YouTube, I made a video about people romanticizing mental illnesses, and to this day that video remains the most viewed video on my channel, and I really couldn't ask for a better video to fill that spot because the message really does still ring true for me, and I'm really proud of that video overall. So bringing that spirit on and continuing my message that mental illnesses are not something that should be joked or toyed with, today I'll be showing you some examples of people doing exactly that, and discussing TikTokers who fake mental illnesses, disorders, and syndromes for views. Just a disclaimer, by the way, I am not a doctor, so I'm not definitively saying that the people in this video do not have said mental illness. I have combed through all these videos and tried to make sure that I choose my examples very carefully to show people who are probably most likely, either due to their behavior or moral compass, are either faking, parodying, or exploiting a mental illness. So without further ado, let's get into it because I'm about to dive in to this mess. Let's get it. So TikTok is known for their fleeting trends where people quickly hop on them for a quick trip to fame. One of those trends is people listening to music and letting their reaction dictate what mental illness they're going to be diagnosed with. Here are a few videos of people mocking anxiety, basically surmising the disorder to thrashing your body around uncontrollably. Now, the reacting to audios trend hit a new low when people started reacting to gunshots, of all things. There are people on this app who seriously feel the need to make light of the severe struggles of PTSD, specifically with people who are triggered by gunshots, which I just find so completely immoral.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. And ever since that day,
what would possess someone to think this is funny is beyond me. Nothing is funny about someone's trauma and triggers. Like my last video, there will always be people who are romanticizing mental illnesses to seem cool and quirky and different and like they're not like other girls or other guys. But worse than that is people who blatantly sexualize mental disorders for views. You better put your tongue back in your mouth before I yank it out of there. Another classic quirky sketch trend is the people with blank mental disorder be like. This is basically showcasing stereotypes of disorders in a stitch effort for comedy to gain views. Your morals are messed up and I hope your TikTok tanked. Now, I see ADHD get faked a lot by people on TikTok for views, and it's usually basically people just fidgeting or stimming a lot, with the latter being a self-stimulating behavior, which consists of unusual body movements or noises. Now, taking it back to the diagnosing disorders with dancing trend, there are of course examples of people doing that with ADHD.
Wait, what was that? Sorry, I zoned out. It's just, I have ADHD. Was I diagnosed? Actually, yeah. It's called Google.com. Don't you ever invalidate me like that again. I was trying to do my homework the other day and someone FaceTimed me and I couldn't pay attention.
This TikTok is literally just a tone-deaf, irritating parody of this disorder, which really just shines a light on the sheer lack of respect and dignity people have on TikTok for people with mental disorders. Now, I'll give TikTok this, there are some good sketches on there, like this guy who makes a parody of people who use mental disorders very flippantly in their everyday language to describe very typical behaviors.
What's up, girl? How you been? I'm good. I've just been totally manic lately.
Oh, okay.
Like manic for real?
What's up?
Nah, it's just you saying you're manic, like you're bipolar. I'm kind of bipolar sometimes. That's a serious mood disorder. Manic is just like a fun word. Have you ever believed you could photosynthesize?
What?
You ever create a ciphered hieroglyphic language locked in the closet for 5 days and then send 99 copies of Dark Souls 2 to your ex's house? No, but one time I took a Vyvanse and suddenly got the urge to vacuum. That's not what I'm fucking talking about! Bruh, it's not a hydro flask, Jennifer! You can't pick it up and drop it. Sometimes I get into a bit of a mood though. You are not bipolar because you didn't want a french fry 5 minutes ago, but now you want a french fry. Well, sometimes I legit get a little bit OCD. Did you hear a fucking thing I just said? The only underlying condition you guys lactose intolerance. The most triggering event from your childhood was only having one golden retriever. The only intergenerational trauma you inherited is the case of the hiccups. The only lithium you gotta rely on is the battery in your iPhone. The only meds you gotta take is B12. You're neurologically simple. The only box you gotta think out of is the one for purple carrot. And that's okay! But don't come to me and say you're manic when we both know you're not bipolar. Fuck!
Now, of course, like any social media, you have the pranking trends on TikTok, which I hate pranks. Nothing is funny about you humiliating anybody else. And really, you're just humiliating yourself. Now, this TikToker I came across has a name for her series called the OCD Chronicles. Like it's basically just some fantasy show. When really it's a debilitating disorder that people struggle with every single day. And she's laughing in the face of people who struggle with OCD by deliberately messing up things for her partner because she knows he'll feel compelled to fix them. It's honestly just so manipulative that she's exploiting his mental health struggles for views. Now, I quickly want to touch on DID, otherwise known as dissociative identity disorder, because apparently everyone and their mother has it now. It's actually a severe mental health disorder caused by people who suffer severe trauma in their childhood. But it seems like everyone and their dog's uncle is letting their imagination run wild and they're playing make-believe in their head. Now, don't get me wrong, there are absolutely people who have this disorder, and I'm not trying to discredit their pain or struggles, but there are seriously people who just use this disorder for cosplay and dressing up. Then, of course, going with the pattern of TikTok, there are people who exploit or parody the disorder for views.
This script is so you can't do that. Hi, my name is Crazy, and I have multiple personality disorder. No, I'm sure that's what it's called. Oh no, I'm in Slytherin because of how deceitful I am.
So, I'm like really sad that I've been like getting a lot of hate for faking and making fun of a serious disorder. So now I'm gonna prove that I have DID by faking a switch on camera, okay? Give me a second, I need to cry first. Okay, so I know that I've been rude to a lot of people, but that wasn't actually me. That was just my alter tyranny. And that's fitting, because the only reason I'm actually faking this disorder is so that I don't have to take any responsibility for my shitty actions.
Now, something I thought was really interesting is this person with DID who says one of their alters is a doctor, and they can therefore diagnose themselves with DID, and they don't need another medical professional's opinion.
Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Amitria. I am a member of the system. I have been in the headspace for quite some time, but keeping a low profile because I wanted to have an objective opinion, an objective view, so to speak, of the situation so that I could adequately diagnose us as having DID. And yes, a lot of people have been saying see a doctor. Literally living with a doctor in the headspace, all of us. I am able to evaluate them one-on-one, and yes, we all have DID. a doctor has diagnosed us. So you can stop with all of that go see a doctor nonsense, because there's a doctor present at all times. You don't need to worry.
I just want you guys to understand that by definition, their diagnosis of themselves and their opinion cannot be objective, because them living within their own system makes them biased to themselves. Now, whether this person does or doesn't have DID doesn't really concern me. What does concern me is people self-diagnosing themselves with mental disorders. I know not everyone does, but please, if you have access to a psychiatrist or medical professional, go and get a professional, unbiased diagnosis. It'll make you feel so much better, and you can actually get the proper treatment instead of acting like an idiot on TikTok for views and making a mockery of people's struggles. Now, something I didn't really expect to come across while researching for this video is people who are faking physical disabilities. If that's not scum behavior, I don't know what is. What really doesn't make sense to me is that they didn't think they would get called out by people who actually have the disability.
Perspective, let me show you what's going on. Girl makes paper. Girl, freezer. Make flavor. My zits. Gun! Was that a sign for gun?
But I guess logic is something these people lack. What's really even scarier is people who use their mental disorder to cosplay having a physical disability. You have this person with a DID who claims to be deaf inside. Yeah, you heard me, deaf inside. They can hear, but they just can't process sound, because that makes a whole lot of sense. Crazy, and it's literally making me sick. And you know what's really upsetting about it? Is that's the end of this video, because guess what, guys? There's really not much I can do about this problem. It's not a fix-all video. I'm hoping that what I can do with my platform is raise awareness through this video. And please don't go to any of the pages of these TikTokers, because you're just going to give them the attention they so desperately crave. I just hope one day to be able to open my phone without vomiting all over it because of the gross misrepresentation and belittlement of mental disorders, illnesses, and syndromes. And on that note, guys, I really wanted to end this video with a light-hearted TikTok with the parody queen herself, Miss Gabby Hanna, and this legendary TikTok who did a little duet with her.
Sweetie, honey, your father and I are out here and we are very concerned. You've been in there for 2 weeks. Please open the door. It's locked. I need you to call 911. I don't get the phone. Gabby, we love you very much. Please come outside. We just want to talk. Gabby. She's not responding. She's singing, I think. Gabby, please we're calling someone, Gabby. Get the phone, please. Gabby, oh my.
Okay guys, well that's it. I hope, you know, through this video maybe more people will be aware of this, so when you're scrolling through TikTok you can be a lot more conscious about the content that you interact with. Don't interact with these people. No attention is the best reaction. And with that, that concludes today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below any of your thoughts and if you've come across any really disturbing TikToks as well. And all my social media is linked down below, as well as my second channel, my podcast, my merch, and my Cameo if you want to do a little hey from me. And yeah guys, that's it for me in this video. Go ahead and check out my other videos while you wait for my next one. And thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. And I hope that you have a great day or night wherever you're in the world. Bye!